Hello, hello. We are doing this one more again, man, because it just didn't work. We had audio issues. But anyway, we are live, and it says that the audio is working. We're going to have Black Star check and make sure that the audio is working. So let's just go ahead and check this out. Oh, I just got a notification that Paulo Rivera shared the Skits campaign on his Twitter. That's awesome. Just so everyone out there knows who that is, he's an artist over at Marvel. He's actually, I went to high school with him. He was a few years behind me, but he's an amazing artist, and he works over at Marvel mainly. And everyone should go check out his work. That's Paulo Rivera. And he's on Twitter and stuff like that. So just go check him out. Anyway, thanks, Paulo. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate you sharing that out for me, man. That's big time for us. Anyway, I'll holler at you later, Paulo. Thanks. So this right here, what we were talking about earlier was books. You know, I'm a huge fan of books, huge fan of handmade books, and something that I did a lot of when I was in college was handmade books. And I just wanted to take a moment and share a couple of these with you. So this is a handmade book. Let me see if I can pull this camera out just a wee bit more. There we go. So this is a handmade book that I made. It's a blank book, but it's just really cool. It hangs on the wall. You know, there's a little lat. You know, so you can hang it flat. It would look like that, and the pages would kind of scroll out like that. It's kind of cool. But it's a blank book. You can actually take the pages off this. You know, unscrew it, take the pages off, and do some work on the pages, and then put it back together. And I got a ton of blank books that I've actually made, and I just thought this one was really cool. There's some really nice textures in there. I basically just took some old paper that was laying around, cut it up to size, and bam, there you go. You got a book. And then I also soaked it in some acrylic paint water in a bucket for probably a few days. That's how I got this, you know, look, the color and everything. But there you go. That's really cool. The outside covers, it's fiberglass. Fiberglass is awesome. All right. So anyway, that's a handmade book. And I was showing this off earlier, but it didn't make it on here, you know, so here we go again. I'll show it to you. This is Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis. This is something I did probably about 97, I think. I think it's 97 I did this. Summer of 97, I think. And this was a project in an illustration class. I think it was like Intro to Illustration or something like that. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But the teacher was really cool. It was a fun class at SCAD. Went to Savannah College of Art and Design, for those that don't know. And the project was take a book, and the book that was assigned to us was Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis, and to make a handmade book out of it, you know, illustrate it. Actually, it was to illustrate it, but I went above and beyond. I was always one of those in art school that went above and beyond on a project. So I not only did I illustrate it, but also did a handmade book for it. So I think that's how it was. I'm trying to remember. I mean, it's been a long time. But anyway, there's the side. There's the back. There's what it looks like. Right? Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis. Open it up. Don't really care for the story too much, but I'm a huge fan of the imagery involved in the story. So, and anyway, I'll pull these out again. And these are the pages right here. These are clear pages on matte medium. If you notice really close there's some suture. Catgut is what it's called. So here's the front and back right there. Right. It's kind of shiny. It's chapter 1. Right. There's chapter 1. It's chapter 2. Right. There's chapter 2 with all the pages. I soaked this in tea, sewed it up on the side, gave it some nice binding. It's chapter 3 right here. Nice little drawing there. Maybe I can get a little closer for you. Get some of that shine off there. There we go. All right. And this one's not as transparent. It just kind of has a backside to the drawing. Anyway, this is the imagery that I got from illustrating it. I got an A on this project, obviously, because that's how I rolled in college. I think I was the salutatorian. Isn't that like second person? You got valedictorian and salutatorian. I don't know. Someone told me that. I didn't go to graduation, but at graduation they called me out, I think, as salutatorian. So I guess I should have went, right? Anyway, let's get skits here. Let's zoom in on the pages here. Now that y'all can hear me, everything's going good. I'm gonna pull this sketchbook down because I was going through some of the stuff here, telling y'all what was going on, and you couldn't hear it. So I'm gonna tell you about it again. There you go. So this right here is one of my sketchbooks. I use these little books. I love these little books. These are perfect size for getting your ideas down and sketching. But this right here is some city scene stuff, some buildings. Let's see if I can get it a little closer for y'all to see there. That's cool, huh? All right, so I'm just sketching a lot of people don't like doing buildings. They don't like doing sketches like that, you know, but I think it's cool. I really like doing environmental stuff like this. This is fun. So there's some more, right? This is some underground. You got a bridge going across the top there. There's people walking down in here. Little bridges, pipes, all sorts of stuff going on in there. That's just fun. And then you got skits on a big bridge trestle with the city in the background. That's really cool. Some more drawings. You got the pipes, you know, the water system. A lot of the systems in this place is all powered by steam because of something that happened on the planet. And you'll find out about that in the story. So they had to transition from regular power over to steam powered stuff. You know, it's kind of been, it was like technological, and then it got thrown back, you know, into early industrial age. So there you go. That's skits. We got some thumbnails, which is what we're going to be working on here. And a little drawing of a car. That's kind of cool. And then this is what we're going to be working on. So we're doing these. This is kind of the model for the page that I'm actually working on. The pages that I'm working on right now. So let me just go ahead and grab this page and show y'all. So this is like page 7 or 8 in skits, right? And this is really cool right here because this is one of the panels that's going to change, you know, because skits is 3 variant stories, right? Go over there and get on Indiegogo and back us, man. We got 3. It's Skits the Sun, book 1. There's 3 books, 3 covers, 3 variant stories. I mean, how cool is that, right? So it's kind of like choose your own adventure type thing, but we got 3 different journeys that Skits is going to go on. These little areas of the books where it kind of breaks off and it goes in different directions, and then we do panels that are different on a lot of the pages. We got 45 different panels and 12 different pages spread across the 3 different books to give you different parts of the story. So go check that out. The link is in the description and in the chat. Black Star is dropping those for us right now. Appreciate that. And anyway, this is one of those panels where basically it's going to be the same, but Skits is going to be different in every one. This one, he's kind of running down the hill. He's like, woohoo, taking off. I'm going to go have me some fun and stuff like that. Well, and the other ones I got to draw, it's still the same background with the tree because he's leaving. But in another one, he's going to be taking off this way. And another one, it looks different. That's something. Oh, Skits is going to look a little different. He's going to be going and doing something else. But anyway, those 3 panels, or those 3 drawings, are all going to exist in this one panel right here because it tells a different adventure, a different little story, a different little path of where Skits is going. So anyway, this is the page, the last page that I did here that I'm drawing. This is all inked and stuff like that. And this one right here, this one's inks with colors. This one right here is just pencils, a little bit of ink here in the foreground, but it's going to be digitally painted. It's going to be that high-end painting that everyone's talking about, that everyone's liking, where it's just like really, really cool concept art look where it looks like it's for a video game or a movie or something like that. So anyway, that's how this panel is going to be painted. So keep that in mind. Skits is leaving that tree area. And now, let me zoom in here. Now I got to do 4 pages of Skits going on a little adventure. There's no dialogue. It's just pure storytelling with imagery. And that's something that I'm a huge fan of, where, you know, I wish more people would do this with their comics, where they do more pacing, where it's like action, action, dialogue, action, 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 dialogue, action, 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 dialogue. You know, it's like, you know, mold your book so there's pacing to it instead of just having gobs of dialogue every page. You know, it gets really, really boring or labor intensive because it's a comic book. It's a visual medium. And you're supposed to be flipping through pages and enjoying yourself, but you just feel yourself being bogged down on pages. And we don't want that in skits. And I don't really care for that in comics, to be perfectly honest with you. Let me get a drink of this water right quick. So the reason why we had a little technical difficulty with this is we're trying out the mobile one where it's on our cell phone, and this makes it a lot easier to get a camera down and to actually show what's on the artboard here for y'all, and that's why we're trying it. So just bear with us a little bit. And what I'm doing here is I'm doing a page of artwork, a double page of artwork, and then there's going to be another page of artwork. So I guess we can kind of squeeze it in right here. Right? That's fine. There we go. So what I'm doing here is I don't really care for trying to figure out what Skits is doing right now. What I'm trying to do is just move you through an environment and move Skits through that environment. And the way I'm doing that is I'm actually just looking at the graphics on the page, you know, just the shapes, just the bold shapes, you know. And we got 3 panels on this page, and I'm just trying to move your eye through the page by making those shapes. I'm not sure what those shapes are yet, and it doesn't really matter at this stage because I'm just trying to draw the eye through the page, right? And what's happening here is this is a page by itself. It comes right after this page that I was just showing you. This will be on one side, and then this page will be right next to it in the book, right? And what's going to happen is you're just going to move through this page and right into this big double page spread and then into a single page. Now, this double page spread, what's really important here, and I want to say hello to some people there. Black Star obviously is in there dropping the links. I already said hey to her. But Eric McIntyre, hey. El Gargoyle, hell. Appreciate y'all stopping by. I hope y'all enjoy this. We're just showing off some artwork and showing how I get started on some of these pages here doing the thumbnails. And there's no wrong way to do thumbnails. You know, you just kind of get it down there. You know, you can do it digitally. I do a lot of mine digitally. You can do it in your sketchbooks like we're doing right here. I just wanted to get on the sketchbook and kind of show people you know, how I would do it here. So this is what we're doing. So anyway, we're rolling through here. Thanks for showing up, guys. And then we're going into this double page spread. And one of the worst things people can do, and I see this all the time in comic books, I don't understand why this is done, but you know, the center of your page on the double page spread, it's down there in the crease in the fold of the book, and a lot of times you can't see what's going on down in there, so you don't want anything too important in that crease. And I'll see people put, you know, faces down here in this crease. They got dialogue boxes that are rolling into the crease, and I just don't get that. You know, it's like, what in the heck is going on? Why would you do that? Why would you put stuff in there when you know there's that crease and you can't see down into that crack? So what I do is I break it up into thirds, right? I break my page up into thirds. I tend to do that anyway on most things. Like I'll break a panel into thirds and I'll make sure that like there's something, you know, to visually where it's like I want the eye to go. I usually kind of put it into a rule of thirds type thing. So anyway, on this one, what we're going to do is we're going to use this image right here, right? This sketch from the sketchbook but it happens in skits. And I'm going to use this as a base for this thing. Let me get this page out of the way. It keeps sliding down. I can't even pick it up. Come on, get out of here. All right. Bam. All right, so I'm going to use that for this double page spread. And I'm going to have that big skull and bones and everything like up in this corner. And it's going to be crazy detailed. And you're going to have like a hill coming out of here, you know, that it's sitting on. It's sitting on this hill where it's died at some point, you know. And it's gonna be way back in the distance actually because of how massive this creature is, and there's gonna be a lot of atmospheric perspective and stuff in here where it's kind of starting to fade out in the background. And then right down in here in this area of the rule of thirds, I'm gonna have skits down in here. And what it is there's gonna be maybe some broken down buildings and stuff like that, you know, going on down in here, coming down this hill where maybe it was fighting or something at one time. And then skits is just going to be right here, just little bitty, because I want to just show how massive this area is, right? This thing's way in the background. It's like a mile or two. This creature right here is over a mile long. So this skits, it's just going to be this little bitty, even though skits is in the foreground, right? This is all going to be kind of dark, you know, because it's in the foreground, but skits is just going to be real tiny, but you'll see him there because he'll be standing up there and his straps will be flapping in the wind and whatnot. It'll be really cool, and his hair will be flying in the wind. So that's going to be really, really cool right there. So we got the big creature here. You know, he's got his mouth, and he's got the big old teeth and whatnot, you know. Big jaw. It's going to be really cool, right? And this is where it came to rest after being defeated or something at some point or another. You know, it's just big, massive. So anyway, he's back in there. And then the next page is going to be skits moving away from there, right? So how is skits moving away from there? Not sure. We'll just throw in some shapes though and get the eye moving around the page a little bit, right? Maybe we'll do something where it's like down into here, down here, and then back across. So maybe what we'll do is, I'm kind of thinking something like this. Another 3, I'm thinking 4 panels on this one right here. Okay. So you got one where skits is kind of coming away from there because he's moving through this area, right? And then there's maybe it's way back here in the background. Maybe that creature is way back here in the background, real tiny, because he's moved way far away from there. And then skits will be right here in the foreground or something like that. You know, thinking of the rule of thirds here. Maybe something like that. Yeah. So we'll do that. He's moving away from it. And then, and I don't want to get too bottled up on what that is. I just want it to kind of, you know, again, just like we did here, we're just doing big shapes where it's like move the eye, right? And then it'll move into this page and then down. So I'm thinking something like that. So we get like a pointing effect, right? Something like that. And then we'll have like a big swoosh right here. Not sure what, but I'm just thinking like a big swoosh to kind of roll you through this panel of stuff. I think I'm seeing something now right there. Okay, I got that. And then moving on to the next page. And then that takes us through a little side journey that's actually just in this one book and this one book alone. Let me say hello. Eric McIntyre in the chat. I'm good. Just relaxing at work right now. Congrats on the 12K. Thanks, man. We really appreciate that. Really do. Yeah, I hate that. What we got here. Thanks, everyone. We're so blessed. Ray, thanks for the support. I treat my comics very delicately and don't like when there's something deep in the crease. Yes, I know. It's like, why would you put it there? You know no one's going to see it. Why would you do that? I know. It's so crazy. Don't like opening my comics too wide so I don't bend it. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. You know, Black Star, she's not like that. If you ever see her do her reviews, she's just like pulling it apart and having all sorts of fun with it, you know. People are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's, you know, you're hurting the book. But I mean, these newer books, I don't really care, you know. It's like I got older books that I'll handle real nice, but some of this newer stuff, I don't really care, man. I don't care much for it. So anyway, I think these are going to be our thumbnails now for that 4-page of story that I was wanting to do here. Also, Black Stars in the chat mentioning that tonight we got a new Come Get Some. That's right, we got a part 2. It's a part 2 of a little review thing that she did. It's pretty long, so she broke it up into 2. I think we're doing John Malin's book, Graveyard Shift. We're doing what else is there? There is. I'm trying to remember. I can't, but she'll put it in the comments, and I'll respond to it. I'll tell you what it is. Let me get a drink of water right quick. Man, my throat's just getting all dry today. The Big Wet Balloon. Okay, yeah, forgot about that. That's a fun one. It's kind of a children's book, but I love children's book. I love stuff like that, you know. So anyway, boom, we'll have maybe some clouds back in here. You know. This double page spread is gonna be really cool. Just so you know, over on the oh yeah, Thunder Punch. Yeah, that's right. We got the Thunder Punch one, USA Assassins, all sorts of stuff. Okay, so anyway, she's putting that in the chat. That's what's going to be on tonight's Come Get Some. So come check it out. Come get some, you know. Come get some. Mini bows. Beep, beep, beep. And so that'll be fun. But this double page spread is going to be awesome. We actually, a few days ago, we sold one of the double page spreads. There's only 5 of those double page spreads. So and get on over there and get one if you want one. This one's going to be really nice. This one's going to be a good one. It's going to be, you know, these are 20 by 30 double page spreads. And they're all one paper. They're not taped together like you get in, you know, a lot of comic book artists do. They take 2 11 by 17s and tape them together. We're not doing that. It's just one piece of paper, real nice archival quality art paper. And it'll be shipped out to you in a tube. Real nice stuff. So get on over there and check that out. You know. Oh yeah, College of the Dead. College of the Dead's gonna be on there. You got Super Harem coming soon. That's right. Wanger Super Harem. But anyway, yeah, that's basically what I was wanting to show y'all today. I mean, this is, you know, just a ton of fun right here, doing these little thumbnails where I just basically put in shapes. You know, there's no characters here. There's nothing. I'm just putting in shapes so I can flow the eye through the page. That's all that really counts, right? It's like, as long as you can flow people through, you know, at the small level, just putting big shapes in there, putting skits in there and showing how skits is actually going to look on these pages once we start. Maybe I'll kind of blow one of these up and start doing that, right? So I'll take this. Either that or I'll probably just do it in the computer later. I'll scan it in and do that. But I like the way this looks here. You get a 3-page. I'm just thinking of this one right here now. Let me pull that down a little bit for you. And there we go. Get that out of my eye a little bit. So basically I got like these shapes right here where it's swooping down, right? Doing something like that. And then I got something like that. Yeah. And this is where all the magic happens, really. You know, it's like this is where the fun is. All right. Like that. And then we got something like that. That leads you off the page. Okay, so maybe because I already got the story in my head and I'm just kind of thinking about it, I can kind of just do this off the top of my head, you know, where the character is going and what's going on, because I've already written it down. I don't have to pull any of that stuff out right now. But what we got here is skits. is walking along, right? He's coming up to this area. Yep, there he is. There's that. I know this doesn't look like much at this point, but that's, you know, it's not really too important. What's important is that you get your ideas down to where you can understand it. Okay, so in the background here on this big hill, we can see like Skits doing some stuff. And this will be kind of shaded out, obviously, because it's in the background right here. And then we'll have some stuff kind of coming down in here. There's like an overhead of something. There we go. Skits came down that hill there, and now he's going into some other areas. And then you got little Skits right here. So we got, I think we got Skits here, and then Skits here, where he's moving through the pages, okay? Got some stuff right here. Yeah, not sure what any of this is quite yet, but we'll make it so that it's something, right? Maybe there's like a big mountain, something here. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. A big opening. And then we got to get some of this. Okay, so that's what this is right here. We got some big buildings that he's kind of walking up through, right? And that's what this is. We got some stuff laying around. We're going to put some rubble in here. And then Skits is moving through there. Yeah, so there we go. That's exactly what we got going on there. There we go. Yeah, how you like that? All right. So here we go. We got Fundermation, Get Merry Boys, big pages full of great art. All right. I haven't actually looked at the Merry Boys yet. You know, we'll have to take a look at that one. Definitely have to take a look at that one. Thanks, Fundermation, for stopping by. We really appreciate that. We're just doing some thumbnails here. Go back and look at the beginning of the video. We showed some cool stuff. We're just going to do a nice little 3-1 here. But I just want to show people how, you know, I'm taking this from doing the 3 variant stories, how it's actually going to be done. You know, I showed the artwork here, and I think it's going to be a blast. You know, I think people are really going to dig this once they see how it's done. I think that's good. You know, like we got some good stuff here that I can pull into the computer and do my final sketchings for. And maybe what we'll do is we'll go live and show some of that stuff here in a little while. All right. Well, I'd like to thank y'all for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. We're going to do some more of this even more often. Try and do this every other day at least. Showing skits being made, getting people in here. Maybe we'll have some people stop by if the internet agrees with us. We can stop to them. But go get Skits over on Indiegogo. Get that 3-book journey, because this is what we're showing right here. We're showing the 3 variant stories. Each version of the book has a little different artwork. We got 45 different pages or different panels of art, and we got 12 different pages of art spread across the 3 books to create different little stories and journeys here. I mean, this is just really cool. We got something that no one else is doing. So, I mean, just go check that out. Yeah, Eric McIntyre, I like the 3 variant story concept. I'm looking forward to reading them. Yeah, we really do. Hey, look at there. I can put the stuff up. All right, cool. I'm able to put it up on my phone. Thank you, nurse. All right, cool. So yeah, go over there on Indiegogo, support us, go get that. Go get you a 2-page spread art piece. There's only 5 of them. One of them was bought by old Ray Ray. We really appreciate you, Ray Ray. And we'll be coming back at you really soon. Don't forget to come get some tonight. We got come get some. I can't keep going, Black Star. I'm losing my voice. I got to roll. I got to go. All right, you guys. We'll be back really soon. Maybe later today. Maybe tomorrow. We're gonna be doing this a lot more often here now that we're kind of set up and ready to go. We've been kind of getting through some things, but anyway, thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. We really do appreciate that, y'all.